Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the Smith Mainline MIPS Enduro full face helmet. I got this helmet for $250 about a year and a half ago, and I've taken it to the bike park, taken it trail riding, so I thought I'd give my thoughts on it and give a bit of a long-term review. So of course there's a whole bunch of specifications and certifications that this helmet has, and I'll include that, listed here. But I want to get into how I actually feel about this helmet, how it fits my head and stuff like that. So I got a medium size, and I don't remember what my head circumference is, but I was a little bit disappointed to find out that when I tried to put this thing on, the stock cheek pads and neck pads were too big. But luckily it comes with extras, so I'm running the smallest possible cheek pads in here, and I can just squeeze it onto my head. Unfortunately, it does kind of hurt my ears to put this on, so I rarely find myself taking this on and off. It's usually on the whole day, and then I take it off when we're done riding because it hurts my head to take it on and off. Luckily though, I find that it has plenty of vents and I don't feel my head getting overheated, and even though it is tight to get on my head, I don't find any hot spots or irritation while I'm riding, so the fit is actually good once it's on my head. Now, some people have been talking about the MIPS system kind of rattles and you can hear it while you're riding. I can't say that I've really noticed that, apart from maybe really chunky trails or like repeated braking bumps at high speed where the helmet kind of wiggles on your head and you can kind of hear that like sort of sound. It doesn't really distract me, so take that with what you will. But the main problem with this helmet, and I know that a lot of other full face helmets use this kind of thumb screw, but the visor thumb screws get loose pretty easily, and I ended up losing one recently, so now my visor is just kind of hanging out there. Haven't used it since, so I gotta find a replacement or something. But you do have a bit of an adjustable visor, although I don't really adjust that because unfortunately, even with my Smith Squad goggles that are supposed to go with this helmet, I find that even if the visor is all the way up, it doesn't really provide a great amount of room for the goggles to sit up here. They still kind of like fall down a little bit. So it's not a perfect fit, but the goggles do fit perfectly on the back and of course on the face of the helmet. So I would hope that would be the case. Another thing is that it uses a D-ring strap. Some of the other enduro style full face helmets have just a normal buckle or like a magnet strap. At first I was kind of annoyed by the D-string thing, but now I am pretty used to it, and it's supposed to be the safer way to go, so I'm alright with it being on this helmet. You just gotta figure out how to fiddle with it. Another reason though why I don't like to take this helmet on and off very often. Another thing is that the mouth guard is completely empty, which I guess could be bad, but for an enduro style full face, I think that's what you'd like. You can stick your water hose through it or kind of get a Cliff Bar in there, something like that. I generally still kind of dip the helmet down to drink from a bottle, but I still think it's a cool feature, and it makes it easy to put like a GoPro mount or something here, because I know people are doing that. I haven't tested that out myself. I'm still wearing the chest demount. Overall, I think it's a really good helmet. I don't know if I would buy it at the full price, which is like $310 now, but you do get a lot of different color options, which I'll show here. I think for $250 like I got it, I would get it again, but you kind of run the gauntlet between like paying a lot for a nicer helmet, but then if you break it, you gotta, buy that steep price again, or you go with something cheaper that you could swallow more often if you end up crashing and denting it or something. But how often are you gonna ride with it if it's too heavy, if it doesn't fit your head very well, it gets too hot? So you kind of got to find that balance, and I think $200 to $250 is a reasonable price, and luckily some of the more unpopular colors, it seems, you can get for as low as $210. So if you're not too keen on certain colors, then you could save some money. But yeah, I'm pretty glad with this purchase. It's my first full face helmet, and I don't really see any reason to buy a different one currently. So hopefully you enjoyed watching this video, and remember, stay venturing, my friends.